want to talk to you about another sweet dessert from that same area, the tortelli dolci. And that translates to sweet little cakes. And look what it starts with as a filling, chickpeas. It's a very ancient food. And you wouldn't think of chickpeas as being a filling for cookies, but here it is. And so either you can use canned chickpeas, or if you want to get dried chickpeas, you can. And soak them and then cook them, and then you can pulverize them. So I want to get them really smooth in a food processor. Wipe down the sides of the bowl if you have to. Get that smooth. And you know, chickpeas have been in Italian culture for a very long time. In fact, did you know that Cicero was actually named after the chickpea? It's a fact. He had a little pimple on his nose that resembled a chickpea. And from the word cece, which means chickpea in Italian, comes Cicero. Okay, so there's our chickpeas all mashed up. Now in this, we want to have a little bit of cinnamon, and I think this is really nifty. This is something called mostarda di frutta, and it's usually used with boiled meats and comes from Cremona. But today, we have used it, here it is, in the form that it comes in the jar. We've diced it up. And that goes in with the chickpeas. Now, if you didn't have access to this, which you can get in an Italian specialty store, well, then you could just use candied fruits that you would find in the grocery store. And this we blend together. Mix this all up really well. And of course, the chickpeas are very, very bland, but the mostarda di frutta gives this a very nice sweetness. And if you find that the mixture is a little bit dry, well, then you could add some raspberry or some cherry liqueur to that. Once you've got that mixed up, well, then you can put this aside while you make the dough. So let me move that out of the way and talk to you about the dough. Now, the dough is just a combination of some flour, sugar, an egg, some butter, lemon zest, baking powder, and again, a little bit of liqueur. And you can make that in the food processor. Mixed it all up, and then I rolled it out. And I've got some in the refrigerator for you. And now tortelli are similar to ravioli. So we're actually making a sweet ravioli here. And here's what I've done. You see, here are some that I made earlier. And all I did was take a little bit of this chickpea mixture and put it right on the dough, just like that. And then rolled out a second sheet. And you noticed I scored the sheet so I knew where to make my cuts. This one goes on top of the dough, and you want to really press between the filling. See, to press down like that. Make sure you have a tight seal. And then, with a pastry wheel, go all the way around and between the rows so that you can cut yourself the tortelli. That makes the tortelli shape. Then, if you need to, go around and seal that edge really well so that the filling is not going to come out. See, just like that. Then, you get out a whole tray of these, put them on, and you see they look just like little ravioli, don't they? But they're called tortelli. And they go into the bottom oven at 350 for about 12 to 15 minutes.